Nathan had been dreaming about this day for years. From the moment he first saw a photo of the Grand Canyon in a dusty geography textbook back in middle school, the place had lived in his mind like a half-remembered story. A place so vast, so ancient, so impossibly carved by time and water that it seemed almost mythological. Now at 29, with his hiking boots laced and a light pack strapped to his back, he stood at the edge of that myth, staring into a world of shadow and light. The sun was just cresting over the canyon's eastern rim, and already the colors were beginning to shift, burnt orange giving way to deep crimson, fading to purples in the far-off ridges. The Colorado River, thin from this distance, twisted like a silver ribbon through the canyon floor thousands of feet below. He took a breath that felt bigger than his lungs. The South Kaibab Trail stretched out before him, a dusty, winding path cut into the canyon wall, descending quickly into a world untouched by time. With each step, the world above became smaller, quieter, until it was replaced by the hush of stone and wind. The trail was steep, and Nathan moved slowly, savoring every twist and turn. Rock layers revealed millions of years of Earth's memory, bands of limestone, sandstone, and shale stacked like pages in a geologic novel. He paused often to drink water, snap photos, or simply sit and take it all in. He met no one for the first hour. Just the sound of his boots crunching against loose gravel, the whistle of the wind between rock faces, and once, the distant screech of a hawk. Occasionally, a raven would coast by overhead, its wings outstretched in effortless grace. At Skeleton Point he stopped for a long while. The view here opened wide, the Colorado River more visible now, snaking through the base of the canyon with silent determination. Nathan sat on a flat boulder, eating a granola bar, letting the sun warm his face. He pulled out a small notebook from his pack and wrote, "This place doesn't ask anything of you. It just is. And in that, you find exactly what you need." He continued down. By late morning, he reached a quiet ledge near Tip-Off Point, where he encountered a fellow traveler, an older woman named Claire. She had been hiking the canyon for decades, returning every year with her husband until he passed. Now she hiked alone. They sat together under the shade of a small rock outcrop, sharing dried fruit and stories. Claire spoke of sunsets she had seen from the riverbank, of monsoons that had soaked the canyon walls, of bighorn sheep and blooming cacti. Before parting, she handed Nathan a small, smooth stone. "For your first time," she said, "you'll understand why later." He tucked it into his pack and carried her memory with him. As the afternoon stretched on, Nathan reached the river. The cool air from the canyon floor greeted him like a reward. He sat on a sandy bank, peeled off his boots, and dipped his feet into the icy flow of the Colorado. It was colder than he expected, but it made him laugh out loud. He walked along the river for a time, skipping stones, watching dragonflies skim the surface, spotting a group of rafters pass by waving cheerfully. It felt like the center of the world. On his way back up, the climb was harder. His legs burned. His shirt clung to his skin. He paused more often, not just for rest, but for reverence. Every upward step reminded him how deep he had gone, not just into the canyon, but into himself. By the time he reached Uwa Point, the sky had begun its golden descent. The canyon glowed like a living fire, each shadow long and poetic. He sat there until the stars began to appear. And in that stillness, in the hush of twilight wrapped in sandstone and sky, Nathan finally understood the stone Claire had given him. It was a reminder that in this world, there are places that can still silence you with their beauty, strip away your noise, and return you to yourself. He didn't write in his notebook again that day. He didn't need to. The Grand Canyon had already written it all into him.